All right, hi, and welcome to our second Back to Campus Blogger event and Google Hangout. I'm Josh Davis, the resident technologist here at Apple Electronics, and I'll be your MC this morning. I will be demonstrating and leading a chat about all kinds of new technology perfect for any student. If you have a mobile device or a smartphone and a Google Plus account, you can view our Google Hangout and follow along and even submit questions via hashtag SchooledByApp. Welcome to our blogger panel. We have some of Chicago's best-known journalists and social media luminaries with us today. I'd like first Nancy Liu. Nancy is an Emmy-winning broadcast journalist who is currently a reporter for WGN News. Before that, she was an anchor at Fox Chicago News. Her broadcast career has taken her around the world. She has lived and worked in Oregon, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and New York City before settling here in Chicago.
Yay.
Welcome, Nancy.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
All right, Marcus LeShock is Nancy's colleague over at WGN TV. Marcus currently is the feature reporter on the WGN Morning News. Before joining WGN, he was the host of Metro Mix TV show on CLTV. Marcus is a four-time Emmy winner. Welcome, Marcus.
Hi, good to be here. Thank you. Great job bringing on your Emmys. I know, they're right here.
All right, Beth Rosen is a leading social media strategist who is the founder of the digital media company 4Keep Media. Beth is also a famous mommy blogger and one of the co-hosts of Chicago Nista Live, along with another panel member, Nancy Liu.
Yay.
And Elliot Serrano is the resident geek expert for the Chicago Red Eye and has been dubbed Chicago's King of Geeks. He is a Red Eye special contributor, freelance comic book writer, and blogger. He writes the Geek to Me column for the Red Eye and four-time Emmy nominee.
Yeah!
Welcome, Elliot.
That's just because he doesn't enter. That's the only reason. He would be a winner, too. He never
Because
enters.
Marcus always enters the same pattern.
Exactly. Step up your game.
Oh, wow. I'm glad I'm sitting between you guys.
It gets heated.
All right, we're going to begin here. We're just going to basically go through a list of products. I'm going to bring them up here. I'm going to show them. We're going to talk about them. And our specialists next door here are going to go ahead and kind of put in their 2 cents. So we're starting with something simple. This is an OGO brand backpack.
Yes.
This is something we have at Apple Electronics for $59. It has 2 compartments inside of it, one for your computer, one for your tablet, which seems to be the theme with new backpacks today. So nothing crazy about this product besides the fact that I can accommodate 2 different things instead of just a regular old computer bag, lifetime warranty. So must have for kids that don't have a backpack with multiple methods, because now a lot of people have iPads and other tablets for their digital books. So you guys have any comments about a backpack?
That's a great backpack. First of all, because the straps are wider, so it's not going to dig into you when you're carrying it. And it's so important. My kids who are in college, you know, they're out running around and it starts to rain, and they want to be able to access some stuff, but not get the computer or anything all wet. So I like that it's got that extra pocket there. Light caps are a must, and it's a light backpack. Sometimes you get those backpacks that are heavy and then you put your gear in it. So let me see. And it's added in the back too.
That's nice.
And it's a great price. I mean, what did you say,
It's
$59?
$59.
It looks like a turtle shell. Well, they have like Ninja Turtle colors for it.
I don't think so yet, but there are, I think, a few different color options.
I like it. It is really light.
And
It's
it's cushy.
practical. The only thing is my daughter, you know, doesn't have any kind of luxury branding on there, but I think this is practical and awesome. Of course, it's a mom pick.
What does, my kids are like 4 and 2.5, and I don't want to date myself, but it's no one else they've been in school. What does like a backpack cost these days, like for a kid's backpack? Is it about the same, about that range?
At
You know, you'll
59
see-
is reasonable.
You'll see prices ranging up to $100 to $200 for some of the fancier bags out there.
$200 for that?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I like that. Especially with tech, kids carrying laptops and iPads.
I love that there's separate
Yeah.
compartments for the tablet and one for a laptop.
And
Great
don't underestimate, you know, this front compartment where if you have a student that's also an athlete, where they can stick their tennis racket or lacrosse stick or something like that,
Yeah.
that so they don't have to carry it. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
great way
convenient.
to add things to the backpack. And then my other suggestion is, because so many kids have these same black backpacks and they just throw them in the, the same place when they get to the classroom, to add like a little something like a luggage tag or something that's unique and personal, or your daughter could add like a little book or tampon to the top. So every activity, if everybody's running out of class, they know which one is theirs. And if it's something embarrassing, even better, because who's going to touch it, right? Use your imagination.
Wow.
What is there like an age limit to who can carry one of these? Because it's the thing now, you can tell all the guys who work in tech. Because they don't carry briefcases or messenger bags anymore. They carry, everyone's wearing a backpack. Because you know that they've got their laptops, their tablets and all. Is there an age limit?
I don't think so.
And to me,
I mean, I can
we'll make the turtle colored one for guys my age is the thing. Because the little kids, they get all the great
Why
backpacks.
get 13-year-old?
You know what? Elliot, I'm going to tell you, go online and read
He's made a good living being a
I
yeah.
can watch this for you, Elliot, because it's already got the turtle look. The turtle looks like a turtle shell.
Awesome.
Let's get some pants, put your name on there that says Elliot's backpack, and we'll have a scholarship for it.
Yeah, everything but wood bedazzle, no glitter. No glitter.
Okay. I like this one.
All right. Well, we have a big selection of backpacks on app.com. This is one of many, and the OGO brand seems to be one of the better brands here at the store. All right, guys, moving on to something that's a hot topic in the world of technology. It is the Fitbit Flex wearable technology. The Fitbit brand has been around for quite a while. Lots of wearable technology out there. We just started carrying the new Misfit that's cool for people on a bike that can actually do their cycles, but Fitbit pretty much seems to be the premier option for wearable technology today. The Fitbit Flex is something that's going to record your steps taken, calories burned, the distance you travel, the hours you sleep, and how well you have slept. So lots of options with wearable technology from Fitbit. And really one of the big deals is Fitbit actually works with pretty much anything. So you can access it from a computer, you can use it from Android, you can use it from iOS. You really have the flexibility. Some brands of these other types are limited to just a computer or one of the two devices for portables. So Fitbit Flex, these are $99 on app.com, and one of the best options for wearable technology.
I love
What do you guys
wearable
think?
technology, but Josh, I mean, I use the Nike Fuel Band.
So do I.
What do you think? Okay, now what do you think the difference is? Is there a benefit and advantage to Fitbit over Fuel Band, which is soon going to mesh into the iWatch, which I can't wait for? But what is it about the Fitbit, do you think, that has an advantage over the Fuel Band?
Yeah, I also use the Fuel Band, and let's see here, just take a quick digression, Nancy. I got, let's see here, 3,468 steps.
Oh, I have not worked out today. I'm only at 754.
I love Heart, the Fitbit. I'm a Fitbit girl. The price point is great for the Fitbit. It comes in different colors now. You can get the Fitbit in different colors. It's not like the Nike Fuel Band. You can't just press it and look, but you hook it up to your smartphone, and I can see all of my data on the smartphone. So I have the Fitbit app hooked up to it. So
Which we do with Fuel Band too. I mean,
yeah, right. So
Yeah.
it's a good price point. It comes in different colors.
I think the big advantage to the Fitbit versus our Nike Fuel Bands is the fact that we can't monitor sleep like they can.
Good point.
I like the Fuel Band the best just because I'm so tied to that software. I love the Nike, the app they have, and I got friends on it. So Fitbit does the same thing. A lot of families, they all kind of compete against each other and have that social community that Fitbit does really well. Sleep is the big difference between the two, I'd say.
One other thing about it, I'm sorry, not to have a big mouth. The Fitbit, you can get a scale that syncs for the Fitbit. So I actually have the Fitbit scale also, which is cool because every morning when you weigh yourself, it's like a day.
If you're an Apple user, do you even think about buying this until the iWatch?
No.
The iWatch
I'm gonna
more
be
than
the
likely
first
is going to do everything it does. And it's going to sync with your products. Your Apple products way better.
Bring the iWatch.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's going to be in the next month or two, most likely. I mean, I would just, not saying that this is not a good product, and I've heard great things about the Fitbit, and I've used the FuelBand as well, but I just think until all these smartwatches are out to see what they all do, all the wrist wearables are out, I would personally wait and make my decision after that point, because I would hate to buy something and then figure out, oh, I
What's
would
the
have liked
price
something
point,
else.
though?
We don't know. We don't. That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
This is a good price
But I
point.
think
Yeah,
the
it's
Apple
gonna take
iWatch is going to be so much more than a fitness wearable device. It's going to be way more. So,
You would think it would be.
But I've done neither the FuelBand or the Fitbit or the I haven't
And you
used
still look
any.
great. You still lost about 30 pounds. You look spectacular. See?
My question is, would any of these Fitbit, FuelBand, would they have stopped me from eating those 2 donuts I had in the room upstairs before we started?
Like a doing a dance or something?
That's that. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like you don't need that.
Right.
you need handcuffs.
That's what Mom's innocuous. You know,
Maybe the new Apple device will have like an electrocuting like setting.
yeah.
You know, once it senses the calorie limit of what's going towards your face, you get zapped. Maybe we don't know.
But I think Beth is right. The advantage to that is the price point. It's just a lot.
And the scale. I mean, I do like
Yeah.
having the scale. I love your idea, though, Marcus's idea, we should all get together. You heard it here first, that if you're sitting too long and you're inactive for a certain amount of time, it should zap you. Like, just say, get up and walk. I just read something that people who, the most productive people, work for an hour and they get up for 15 minutes and walk around and then get back and sit. Anybody see that study that came out this week?
I did not see the study.
I like your idea.
I avoid all studies that shame me like that.
I could have just made it up and thought it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. But it is, I've heard great things. I'm just on the team.
And if you're sending a kid to college, are you going to want to get them the Apple device? No. I want the Apple device. My kid's going to college. Yeah.
Great.
They get the Yugo.
Where do we go back? Where do we go back?
All right, guys, we're moving on to number 3 here. We've got something that I would say is probably very critical for any college student or any person really for that matter. We got an external hard drive. This is a standard 1 terabyte Western Digital hard drive and USB 3.0 connectivity, so it can back up things up pretty fast. But for $69, 1 terabyte of backup, pretty essential for college students or just about anybody, I would say.
Now, to understand people who aren't techie or geeky, that would be a backup to your cloud. Because if you have iCloud, if you're a Mac user, that is already your backup. Would that be a backup to your backup?
Well, iCloud's limitation would be that it's really facilitating backups for all of your iOS devices. It's circulating content for contacts, calendar, notes, reminders, and that stuff. But your entire iPhoto library on your Mac, for example, is not being backed up in iCloud. Or on your PC, all of your content everywhere. You know, all your backup for all your stuff. It's like I've had a handful of customers where their computer crashed while they're at school. They need to get it repaired. The first question a technician asks, do you have a backup to restore all of your data?
Okay.
Well, you're right. There's a whole element of cloud storage out there that can accommodate people to have all their basic stuff saved. So
How is this? I'm sorry, I was typing something, but how is this different than like a external hard drive?
it is an external hard drive.
Are they just calling it cloud backup now? And not external, like what is
They probably have some cloud
you were
backup
yesterday and
feature.
you had the 2 terabyte.
Oh yeah, that was
hard drive.
different. That was a 2 terabyte networked hard drive that's purely accessible from anywhere.
Okay.
That was $149 for double that storage. But that one you could tap into from an app and have full access to it.
Okay.
On your iPhone
This
or
you
your
have to actually cable in.
That's a hardwired standard
Gotcha.
external backup. But for $69, 1 terabyte of backup, you know, the
That's pretty good.
lower
That's-
prices nowadays, a lot of people aren't familiar with.
Yeah, I think that's great.
And I have such a big mouth, but I also have been sending kids to college for the last 10 years. So, yeah, thank you. My neighbor.
Any
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Anyone put it out there?
No, my husband's done. My twins are seniors this year. But I have to tell you, I have a college kit survival guide that I actually brought with me just to prove to my app people. And in my back to school college tip survival guide, I am showing right here now. I send all of my kids back to school with a passport. The reason being, good points if your computer goes to the shop, if you can't access your cloud, it's a great place for them to keep extra photos, music, videos, papers. It's easy for them to transfer, so if you have a file, you have a certificate that I want to steal or use or plagiarize, if I plug this into your computer, I can take it on my hard drive and then go on my happy way and plug it in. I'm just kidding about that, but don't tell anybody we did that.
Coming out over the internet.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, it's like having a file folder of your stuff. It's so easy to just pick it up and transfer it or take it or work from somebody else's computer, especially if you're collaborating on a project. I highly recommend these from App, and that is an amazing price.
And 1 terabyte is a lot of space.
It is.
That's going to hold a lot of bootleg movies, music,
The whole Marvel collection.
all your digital comics will go on there. I think the other thing, though, we get so accustomed to cloud storage. Of course, that's a great thing. But what about when the Wi-Fi at Starbucks is down?
Yeah.
What are you going to do then? So it's always having
Probably go to the bar.
Oh,
You go to Panera.
No, it's like having a file. I tell my kids it's like a file folder that you keep everything in. You have an extra copy. You can look at it at any time, share it, put it into different computers.
Great product.
I remember when I was growing up, like I was so excited to get like a 128 megabyte hard drive on my computer. Remember that? Spent like $50 on it.
More than that.
Man, so much space.
This is a great product, and plus they're getting so small.
They're very small. It's great.
Yeah, lightweight. It's made out of plastic. It breathes easy. So
But if you lose it, you're in trouble.
true.
Yeah.
You know, as a random comment though, you know, having the hardwire backup's key for anyone in the house. And I've had a handful of customers come in here looking to replace their computer because it was robbed, it was burglarized, and they took the hard drive directly connected underneath it. So I've got a few of those, and I'll do backups of my photos only and just go hide that one away from my regular technology in the house, so that in case of an emergency like that, I know that I'm at least safe if I'm not doing cloud storage.
Right. That's a good idea. Great tip.
Great product.
All right, we are going to jump over to a pretty popular product line. We've got Beats by Dre headphones. All right, so these are the Solo 2s. These are the HD version. We got that remote control cable. Now, this is going to be for iOS people to be able to take the phone call, volume up, volume down, hang up the phone call, and the mic's built onto it. And you got the Beats sound quality. Easily foldable, great for college students to walk around. I would pose this question because so many headphones out there. The Beats, and there's a comment probably to make about how Apple has purchased them, but what do you guys think about the Beats brand of headphones? Do you like them? Do you not know
I
about
think
them?
it's such an ultra cool item to have on your head, but when my college kid has school says I need some Beats, I'm like, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool thing to have, but also, if you're going to get headphones, what advantage is there to be sold over those headphones? Because we've heard for years of the Bose quality and the sound reduction of those. How do you think they compare?
Well, I would say the Bose headphone series, you got a new set coming out for noise canceling, but that would be a higher price point at $299 instead of these are $199. So if we were to compare Bose headphones in a similar price range, I would probably prefer Bose over Beats. I think Beats has a lot of branding. It's a cool brand. They have a style factor that I think Bose is more of a traditional look. The Beats series, there's fun colors. The kids love them. Everyone's wearing them, so there's that popular factor. When it comes to sound quality and comfort, I would probably swing Bose over Beats.
Those are cool though.
The higher end Beats, the Beats the Executive Series for $299 with noise canceling, I would give those two thumbs up. Over, I'd say they compete real close against those hot Bose for the same price point. Those sound good. They're a little bigger, a little beefier. The sound quality's there and the noise cancellation's good. On the lower end spectrum, I'd probably lean toward the Bose myself.
This is like a genius in marketing.
Yeah.
I tell you, they've done such a good job making this cool.
Well, my computer comes with Beats by Dre. I mean, it was even the whole operating, it's in the operating system for mine.
You think that's going to shift gears with Apple now?
We'll see. I mean, not only that, but also 50 Cent has started his own line of headphones too to get on the market. So, and Snoop.
Well, and I think the Beats acquisition with Apple was more about getting Jimmy Iovine into the Apple family.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure that they're happy with the product, really getting his expertise with iTunes and taking iTunes to that next level. We've had all kinds of discussions at the station with my photographers and my photographer Carlos Cortez, who is a big audio guy.
Yes.
He showed me a pair of, not these, but you know, Beats has the in-ear earbud headphones. And he showed me a pair of headphones, and I just texted him to get the name of the brand, I can't remember, that he got on Amazon for about $50. And the quality level was, I mean, just right there.
Yeah.
So I think in a lot of ways you're paying for a name with Beats. I don't know. I just don't like the answer. It's expensive.
Yeah.
To put together headphones. But if you're a person, you want these big, bright red headphones on your ear, you want that beat, you want to look cool, I mean, they're sharp looking.
I can imagine the college kids arguing that I need that for focusing, to listen to music and block out all other sounds in the dorm. Use that, kids.
Great. I do have a question because when I asked my interns and, of course, my own college students, they want noise-canceling headphones,
Right.
and because that's what they want. Do either of these work as noise-canceling headphones? Do we know?
The ones that we presented just now do not. There are noise canceling options from Beats, but that price point is going to kick up about $100 more.
Okay.
Noise canceling, the Beats noise canceling headphones. And this is something that I know from our displays. Once those two AAAs go out on your noise canceling Beats, you're done. You need to get more batteries.
How long did it last?
Well, we have our display on all the time, and I would say we're replacing those batteries for sure on a weekly basis.
Oh, really? Those
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
much all
you're
day
getting
long.
hours though.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, we've got a similar theme here. We've got audio. So here's the Bose SoundLink Mini. Now, I'm showing a little demo here that has a cool orange case. The case is a separate accessory, but the point is we've got a small little device here. One of the things that I like best about it is the weight. So I'm going to pass this guy around. You're going to compete against Bose on the Bose product here. The Bose has the Beats Pill, very similar. The difference between the two is because the Beats Pill can take your phone call and hang up. There's a built-in microphone. Sound quality on the Bose is awesome. You've got pretty good battery life on it, so this one's going to give you a full 7 hours of playback. There's a cradle that it docks into that comes in the box. So you have a little charging cradle, but what's impressive is the build. When you feel it, you'll tell. This is like 5 times heavier than the Beats, so people might find that that's an inconvenience because they want to be portable. Otherwise, it feels like a good product and it sounds good. So I'm going to pass this around. It's all Bluetooth.
Marcus is too busy grabbing.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's why we put that case on there.
You know what? That's the awesome part. Yeah. And you get fresh baked cookies on the here. It's worth the trip here just for this.
Okay, so Elliot's really digging this. Why?
I want one of these.
Tell us what makes it so great.
Well, because one, it's so small. And I've heard these things.
Yeah.
When you actually get the sound from them, you get a nice big quality sound. It can fill the room. So it is pretty. It's pretty nice. You can just set this on a shelf somewhere. And then, of course, I have so many different devices that I can put music on. It would be nice to be able to just, whatever one I want to work with, bing, bang, boom.
It's just Bluetooth enabled. You can put it anywhere. Now, would you recommend that for outdoors, or is it mainly for an interior space, Josh?
I would actually say that it will carry outside pretty well. Like if you want to bring it out into your backyard and have some nice audio in the background, that's good. If you want to have like a giant party in your backyard, a big barbecue, probably you want a little more power.
I don't have that many friends, so I'm fine. I'm not going to have a party. I'm just going to put this in my bag. Thank you.
What's the price point?
That one's $199.
Okay, so
that is
if you're a good boy, When's your birthday?
Well, first you put my kids through college, and then my birthday is... I have no kids, so...
When's your birthday?
Christmas is coming up.
This is very cool, gotta say.
$199?
Yeah, it's $199. Now, the little cases, I'd have to double check for you guys. I want to say they're around $20, $30.
Okay.
There's a few different colors available. You don't need to have it. It's just a nice way to protect it. If you do take it outdoors, you bring it along with you. You don't want to scuff up the aluminum. It's all aluminum on the outside if you take that off. But
What a great product. I love this.
Cool.
Can we bedazzle this too?
Yeah, of
let's see why not. You hang a little pom-pom off it.
But the pom-pom, you don't confuse your Bose speaker with somebody else's Bose speaker.
All right, we're going with one more big audio piece here. I'm not sure if this is going to be appropriate to bring out to the dorm, but we got a Sonos Play 1 here. So this is a small little speaker system, and what it does is it creates a wireless little spot for you to tap into full Wi-Fi Pandora or whatever radio station you want to feed to it. Tap into one of your iTunes playlists or send content, directly from your computer to it. It's a wireless little audio spot. Now, if you purchase 2 of them, you could set them up and program them so they function as stereo speakers. So it will separate the audio properly on each end of where it's coming out, wherever you station them. You're going to want a little piece for $49 that I'm not showing here, and that's a little Ethernet bridge to plug into your router to make this work. The big reason why the Sonos is so popular and works so well is because they're not relying on your Wi-Fi network. They're not relying on the dorm network or wherever you are. They have Zigbee technology, which is amazing. And as you add on more Sonos pieces to create more zones, that Zigbee technology ties it all together and gives you that pure wireless solution. So Sonos is probably one of the most popular ways to get yourself wireless audio that's not just like Apple's AirPlay that sends one song to all your zones. This can send the Cubs game that way. It can send your iTunes playlist over in the living room, and you can have multiple contents in multiple zones. So this is the Play 1 from Sonos, kind of their baseline for $200. There's other options out there, bigger speakers, but a good wireless solution. It'd be real small, space-saving too. So that's the last video I think we have today. What do you guys think?
Which would you rather have, the Bose or that?
I would rather have the Bose for portability to take it out of my dorm.
Yeah.
Have that built-in battery life and take it along with me.
As a homeowner, I've been in the homes that have the Sonos, and it's incredible. I think it's great. Yeah, I was just in the house that had, like you said, it was just, you could be in different rooms, and I think it's, everything I've seen with it, it's been spectacular.
Yeah.
So, but as far as a dorm room for a college guy, I don't know if it has the same perks as like the Bose. They might be kind of similar in that sense, but I've been very impressed with the Sonos.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a great product.
I'll just say with Wi-Fi, like my router has issues feeding things to certain parts of the house, so I'm wondering how let's see, you might have things in your home that are interfering with the signal.
I was in the house recently where the guy had, and we were doing this for a segment on air, he had his Sonos up, like tucked away in the corner of his basement, and then it was working on things like way up in his house.
Wow.
That's where I had never seen it in that context, and I was very impressed with it. I'm not sure if it was that thing, but it was just the Sonos technology.
Yeah.
The Zigbee,
Zigbee's a technology that multiple companies utilize for wireless, so that you don't need to rely on your own home Wi-Fi network. It creates its own exclusive network.
Very nice.
Nice.
So,
So what is the range? I'm sorry.
and I don't know the exact amount of feet that you're going to get out of it, but I mean, it'll pretty much, as you add more of these units into a home, it's extending the range of its Zigbee network.
It's one of those things that you go into, even like a place like that, to come in and just tell them, like, here's what I want to do, and then they'll figure out how to, equip your house properly for that. But it's the stuff that people are doing with networking and being able to access things from all points of the home. It's really cool.
Very cool.
Really cool.
I'll take one of those too. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great.
No, you have to choose one or the other. I just put it out there on Twitter. Which one are we going to get Elliot? So.
Ah,
We're going to get one. Sorry.
We'll give you a cookie.
a cookie.
All right, we're moving on to a big one here.
Okay,
It's kind of a big deal. We've got this at the app now. You're not going to find this in many places. kind of an exclusive thing at some options out there. And what we have is the Surface Pro 3. This is a full functioning Windows computer running Windows 8.1. It's a tablet but more powerful because it has a full i5 processor in my hand, but they make i3, i5, i7 processors, variety of storage options. The new Surface Pen is really kind of cutting edge where you could be creating a note on your Surface Pro 3 and your whole palm could be pressing down on the glass and you're drawing and writing on the note. So it's kind of a beyond the stylus. It's not just, you're not trying to avoid that hand, and so it's a new technology. But what you're going to have here is an accessory that magnetically hinges on. So there's a kickstand on the back of the Surface Pro 3 that kind of pops out.
That's awesome.
So as you have it set up, it almost really gives you that feel of a real computer, which it is, but it has that tablet body if you want to just read that digital book for school. So Surface Pro 3s are going to give you that option to kind of knock out two birds with one stone, and you got the full power of a full Windows 8.1 system. So this is a kind of a cutting edge option, and I'd say, do you guys feel that this is just, is this another 2-in-1, or has Microsoft crafted out their own new product line? Like the Apple iPad came out, and boom, we have a tablet. Has this kind of revolutionized that direction? The Surface Pro 3 starts at $799, and then you've got the additional option to snap on for your keyboard cables. You guys think?
I love that advanced glass and the stylus, and that is perfect for taking notes in a class. That is awesome. For me personally, I prefer a laptop, desktop for writing. If I were writing a full paper, I want something meatier to work with. But I think that is awesome for on the go, in class, taking notes. That's a great back-to-school item. What was the price point, Josh?
Well, we have the i5 that we're showing that are $999. They start at $799. College students, they come in the app and kind of show their IDs. They're going to get an instant $150 discount. Is the promotion running with Microsoft and the app right now? So that's their price, $799 and up.
And how much does it weigh?
What was the question?
How much does it weigh? Feel it.
Oh, it's light.
It is.
Oh, it's lighter than it looks like.
I haven't used Surface quite a bit. I've used a lot of other tablets, but from a hardware perspective, I'm extremely impressed
Yeah,
with
it's very,
the
very
Surface.
impressive.
I love the kickstand on the back, and with that, can you pass it down that magnetic keyboard so Nancy can see it? You actually, the thing I love about this is it snaps up so quickly, and then with the keys, you have this sort of firmness to the keys, Nancy. So when you're using it, it actually feels like you're using a
Oh,
laptop.
really? Let me see.
And that has a full, it's not like a tablet size, it's not like a tablet software, it's like a full Windows computer. You can do everything on it, you can do all your documents, you can do your office, you can do your cell, so you can really get that in place of your laptop.
You're right.
Like
That
the
keyboard
iPad,
is neat.
iPad is different than a MacBook. You're not going to get the same processing power and everything else. So that has a network. Is it?
I'm impressed.
You know,
I'm
has
an
it
Apple
revolutionized
person.
tablets? I don't know about that, but it's definitely taken like the PC of a Windows PC and put it into a tablet form. I'd really like to use it more to see how it really operates and how it functions. So I've been very impressed with the hardware-wise.
I'm very impressed with what you said. Actually, if you feel the keyboard,
Yeah.
it does. It has the pushes and the push. Better
Yeah,
than that
it's a real
standard.
mechanical keyboard,
Yeah,
unlike
straight
a
up,
lot of that stuff that's out there.
Right, and that's something, I hate to say it, I get for my, iPad keyboard, and they don't have the same cushion and feel It's a good point.
You know what? You're right. I have not played with this, but I'd like to.
And you pop up the kickstand on the back. See where it's there you go.
Also, I need to kickstand and do this?
There's a thing on the keyboard where it plugs into. See the little thing sticking up?
Oh, yeah.
I love the screen size of it. Very clean.
Yeah, it's a nice size.
gosh,
As far as the weight goes, it's about 1.75 pounds. So it's a little heavier than an iPad Air, but I mean, it's a larger screen.
It does a lot. It's got more power.
Not as heavy as a MacBook Air.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think people are so, I love the iPad, and I love iPad. It's a great, incredible product.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where people are just like, nobody looks to Microsoft anymore when it comes to this tablet. But when you actually put the Surface in your hands, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
this is actually a really nice product.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Let me see it. I'm doing my comparison.
Well, that's an area.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
Air 11.
yeah, the iPad Air.
It's very nice. I'm impressed. I haven't played with Surface.
I like the price point on it too, because some of the Apple products, if something happens to them or your kid happens to lose them at college, it's a big deal. And this is the student discount.
Yeah.
Here at App, you said that the students bring in their ID and they get $100
It's
off.
$150 instant savings when you're getting your service.
It's really nice. You want to play
Come over and get it.
I'll look for that.
It's very impressive. Oh, hi. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna be alone this 17 boys.
Why?
I hate Windows 8. I
Yeah.
hate Windows 8.
That's the
The fury of 1,000 suns.
I use a lot of Windows. I use all that stuff.
Windows 7 was perfect. I run Windows 7 on all my, I don't, although I run Windows phone, on my laptop, you run Windows 7, my desktop Windows 7. I refuse to go to Windows 8. Now, I'll go with Windows 9, because it seems like Windows operating systems are like Star Trek movies. Every other system sucks. It's like every other Windows operating system.
Have you used it in a tablet situation yet? I think that's what
I
the
know,
designer.
but it's not intuitive. It's not. It doesn't work.
Alright, so you probably use it more than I have. So,
I hate it.
what do you hate about it specifically?
It should be, when we went from 7 to 8, it should have made sense how certain things work.
Okay.
Half time, I bought a Windows laptop, a Windows 8 laptop a while back. I got it for like $400. And then I realized why it was so cheap. Because it has Windows 8 on it. And I don't even use it. Half the time I want to throw the thing because it's just not intuitive. Again, sorry. But every other Star Trek movie sucks.
They put your
Yeah, see, look, there's a location right now. You can watch it, yeah. And it was, I mean, again, it was designed for the tablet.
Right, it really was, right.
But then there's too much
Touchscreen
element
elements.
to the tablet. As opposed to making everyone with a laptop go over Windows 8. Because again, Windows 7, that was perfection right there. I mean, that's perfection.
Thank you for watching.
Good points.
Thank you, WGN viewers here.
Thanks for coming out.
Yes.
Nancy, I'll take your pictures.
We love WGN.
All right, we're gonna switch. We're gonna thing here that is kind of the complete opposite of what we just.
No worries.
The Chromebook.
Let me give you that back.
All right, the Chromebook is really something that has taken off in schools. Schools themselves have adopted it. They're light, they're portable. They basically operate a little different than a regular computer. I cannot install iTunes and update my iPod. This is something for me to do my homework, log into Google Docs, and really just give myself a pseudo computer where you really have the functions you need to get done for school. So Chromebooks, this one here is by Samsung. And normal price you're looking at is $299 on sale for $229. So you'll see low prices for Chromebooks, which appeals to a lot of people. Small specs inside here as far as power goes, but you do get 100 gigabytes of free Google Drive storage to compensate the small 16 gigabytes of internal storage. But Chromebooks, it's a debate that goes on. Are they worth it? Are they a good idea? Do I need a real computer? Do I need a real tablet? These are kind of the questions that people ask. So what do you guys think about Chromebooks?
Does that one have a USB?
This Samsung has an SD card slot. Period. The headphone jack.
Alright. I mean, do an SD card.
Got HDMI and a USB 3.1.
There you go. You're done right there. You can set it up with that terabyte of storage with your set.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a great alternative for an inexpensive notebook, for sure.
And if this is what the kids are using at school and they're used to, I mean, for the price point, it's absolutely great. To give them the ability to get used to it and use it, even very young kids. You know, I see babies on iPads, but if we can get them to start using something with an actual keypad, because have you ever seen a baby try to read a book that's only been on an iPad? They'll go to the book and they'll go like this to the page. They're trying to get to the page. They got to get used to that. There's actually keyboards and things. So that's a good,
Yeah.
not for a baby, but I'm saying maybe a 5-year-old.
So the 5-year-old can start writing the books on the
Exactly.
Chromebook. Because that's, you know, it's only going to get to that point.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
It's,
I think the Chromebook is it's a good alternative. It's like, I don't know. If, at least you can drive a car. You get a car. But you don't get a nicer car. But yeah, it serves the purpose, and it's everything you need.
Yeah, I
You
think for
really
what
don't
you're,
need anything more. But price point wise,
it's great.
that's something I would get for like my mom, who like just wants to email. Even if she just wants, if someone just like wants to email and wants to look at Facebook and wants to do other things and get online and do stuff, I think that's perfect. If you're not, doing a lot of extra stuff with your laptop. So
And it has a webcam,
has a
right?
webcam.
It does.
I mean, it has everything
On the
you
front only.
want.
So you can start,
That one is,
Nice product.
I want to say it's,
so you should be able to handle streaming.
yeah, it should handle
That's
streaming
a great,
fine.
that's a great product for the price.
what was the price? 400?
That one's $229.
$229, yeah.
$229. This is a lot of stuff.
A lot of
Yeah.
screen with the HDMI and the all the ports.
And a lot of people can't afford a
Exynos
MacBook or something.
5250.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah. That's more than
I
you're
just need the cord, and I can
The other specs are kind of weak. That one has 2 gigs of RAM,
yeah. Wow. That's
and yeah, your 16 gigabytes of storage.
Well, the RAM too, you know, just as long as you don't get heavy on putting all your apps and downloading all these things on your desktop. But I mean, you're not going to use that like as a gaming computer. It's
Right,
just-
this is a less is more, but highly functioning and able to adapt to the needs. But right, you're not going to be able to download some of those games you like.
But that can go on the terabyte of storage.
Sure. Well, the 100 gigabytes
There you go.
of free cloud storage is nice. Nice touch that they add. There's only 16 gigabytes inside. All right, so we got one here in between. We've got an Asus Transformer book, and what it is more of a 2-in-1 kind of style here. So we'll have the tablet touchscreen style that snaps into the keyboard base, and this is something that would give you really kind of the flexibility of having a tablet or having a computer. 10-inch screen, 2 gigabytes of RAM again, 64 gigabytes of flash storage. Windows 8.1 Alexander. And we have a 1.46 Atom processor. So, the one,
Did you say Windows 8.1?
yes,
Windows.
one is installed.
Oh.
Asus,
That's a
let me
deal.
down.
That's a deal
They
breaker.
were leading on all that Android-powered stuff, and then they went to the dark side.
To make you feel better, they're going to give you a free copy of Microsoft Office 2013 Home and Student. Does that make up for it?
Do I also get a date with Bill Gates? Because I don't want that either.
No, that was all presented last week. Sorry.
Wait a minute. How do you think that compares to what we said earlier?
The Surface tablet.
Yeah, the Surface. I mean,
So, I mean, it's
you'd rather have the Surface, but if you can't have that, you'd get that.
What's the price on that?
What is this? How much does this cost?
that's half the price of a basic Surface. So $400 instead of $800.
So it's a good option.
I mean, it's a lower price point to give you kind of what,
Right.
it's not really close to Surface. The Surface is that full-blown, full-powered system,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
is more of a tablet on steroids.
Okay.
So it's not really a full-functioning computer in contrast to that Surface. But flexibility and a low price point, you are kind of knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay.
The way I look at it, if you're going to give this to a college student, which one are you going to cry more if they lose it? So,
Or gets taken.
or it gets stolen. So you sit there and you go, well, I'd love to give you the full-blown Surface with all the goodies, but if you leave it at the library or if it's stolen from you, this one's a little easier to replace.
I don't really see the Surface as something I would give my college kids. You know, it's more like that's my work. That's what I do for my work, professional life.
But college kids, and even I could see giving this one into high school kids, elementary kids. That's what I'm trying to handle.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, Windows 8? No.
I don't know. I honestly have not used the Asus product all that much. So
I've had Asus tablets. They're good, solid.
It's not like oh, I'm getting what I paid for. Kind
No,
of
it's
thing.
about, you know,
Yeah.
you gotta have a good value for it. You know, they give you affordable tablets that do the job that you do. You know, is it gonna blow you away? Not always, but again,
Right.
You know what, I'm good with these as long as they all have spell check on them. I'm happy. As long as I don't have to handwrite that paper or hard use a typewriter, you know, these are all good.
Yeah.
Because it's
And
all
things have come a long way in the last 3 years. Because I think when they first hit the market, it was a really low product.
Yeah.
But it's really come along.
They were offering like $98.
Right.
Yeah. Right. They're one of like companies that's always on the Black Friday.
Right.
Yes.
Other companies.
Yeah, but you're right.
Okay.
Their Transformer book series, these detachable tablet keyboard combos, really kind of have paved the way into that niche. So I think they have a lot of technology that's cutting edge nowadays, and their computers are good hardware. They make their own motherboards, possibly in our Apple computers and other brand computers. They still make motherboards. So good hardware company. It has gone a long way. A lot of customers will come in here and say, "Who's this? Who's Asus? I don't know this brand." And nowadays we're seeing people walking in that they recognize the brand, they know the brand, and they like the brand, and there's good value. So,
Good.
all right, moving on to people that don't have that Transformer book, and they don't get the free version of Office. So the question is, do we sign up for Office 365, or do we buy the full version? The benefits of 365, are they worth it? So what this is it's an annual subscription. This is the personal version for only $69 a year. It's an annual subscription that gives you full access to all applications for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Publisher, the whole suite of Microsoft Office software. And if a new one comes out while you're subscribed, you're going to get the new one for no charge, just download it. So you'll have all those Microsoft apps. On top of that, there's additional bonuses where you have a terabyte of OneDrive from Microsoft now. So you have a terabyte of cloud storage at your disposal by being a Windows member. If you're an iPad owner, now you can unlock the features of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint's ability to create, not just read. For free, we could download it, but we can only read. Being a 365 member, I can now create PowerPoints, create Word docs, and so forth. And what else? You get 60 minutes a month of Skype time. Anywhere in the world, you can make those phone calls. So
I have a question. Sometimes students they can load it on free computers when you buy the license. What about
one computer, one tablet. For the personal version, $69 a year. For $99 a year, you buy the full version that gives you up to 5 computers. So up to 5 computers throughout your PC, they all get access to this. So you'll have all those
For a year.
for 1 year, and then you're going to pay it again.
Then after the year, what happens?
Then you would need to
The computer that says, I don't work anymore.
Office will know which year.
That's like Skynet, it rises against you.
There might be a little steam or smoke that rises from the keys. That's a possibility.
I don't know that's the model we're going for as far as software management. I have a huge problem with it.
Adobe's doing that too.
Yeah, that's what started it. Adobe started the whole thing with now you can't get full licenses where you actually own the product that you buy. Subscription.
You're leasing.
You're leasing.
Yeah.
And I have an issue with that. It's one thing if it's going to be, I have it for a year and then it's never going to update. And then eventually, what does Microsoft always do? Like they do with XP. They're so people who still hold XP.
Microsoft guy?
No!
Oh, no.
Oh, no, here it comes. Go. Stay in there.
We have a Microsoft guy here. No, he wants to defend the product.
Go on.
I mean, come on in. Okay, here's Microsoft to defend the product.
Let him sit right next to me, Lucy.
Yeah, not me.
Be good buddies there.
Okay.
We brought Microsoft in here.
Why is it worth $69 for that? Because I
Make sure that you show his logo on it.
I'm a publisher, and it's enough for me to do what I need to do. Why do we need that?
Why do you need the subscription model?
Well, actually, what would happen after my subscription runs out on that? Will the operating system still work when it won't update?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing about it is you're going to get the new products as they get released. So when you run into someone who uses like Windows 7 or some older versions, when they release new products, because you don't have the compatibility issues from copy to copy. So as an example, when we launched Office 365, we didn't support iPhone, we didn't support iPad, we didn't support a lot of other tablets. With these updates that we bring out, we bring on the support for those, so you get those new feature releases as part of that subscription. So as opposed to having an older version that you have to continually buy every time there's an update, it's all included in that price.
Are you there now?
My question is, how much of a cut did the devil get when you were working on Windows 8 with you guys? How much did you give him?
What is iPhone Windows 8?
You got to wait, we're out of time here.
Previously, with the Windows 8 was, he doesn't use, he doesn't like the way it functions on the desktop.
Okay.
Not selling
It's not intuitive to me. I think Windows 7 is perfect.
So here's the best part about the new updates with Windows 8.1. If you have a laptop, it's going to automatically load to your desktop mode. So it's going to give you that Windows 7 feel that you're used to, and all the updates include the Windows Start button. So you're actually able to click on it, get to your programs and files, working traditionally like you're used to in your Windows 7.
So how am I going to see this Windows 8 laptop that is like the redheaded stepchild of my family at my house? Is that, do I need to update 8.1?
It's a free update with Windows 8, the 8.1 and 8.1 update. So you're going to have the option to do that.
Wow, it's like they listen to you.
Wow.
And they're going to try to make it better for
Now I want a pony.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I got this up for you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
My
Thank
question
you,
with this is
Microsoft
I
guy.
use Google Docs, and I use the Google spreadsheets and everything else for free on my Google Drive. Why do I need this?
But don't you have a limit on Google Docs though? There's like how many gigabytes? So
Yeah,
I'm already
you are
approaching.
limited.
I'm approaching my limit on Google Docs.
Yeah.
Well, that was a question I was going to ask you guys. What do you use? Because
I use
we're
those.
seeing customers. I'm offering Office to all my customers that are buying computers. It's the one software that most people would buy and want. But many students are saying, "Mom, I don't need it. I use
Right.
Google Docs."
You do get to a limit. How much? What was the cost for that one again?
That one's 1 terabyte of
See,
cloud
that-
storage.
If anything, that has some of those Google Docs on the water as far as storage, cloud storage goes.
Yeah.
If there's an advantage, it is that. I mean, you could conceivably keep your entire college career on that drive.
Well, like you guys, when you're writing documents on your PCs and Macs, what are you using to write your documents? Are you using Word? Are you using Google Docs?
It's
do you have
15
preference?
gigabytes.
Yeah.
15 gigabytes on Drive.
And a big thing too is I also
Now-
upload all my photographs too. I'm also
So you can upgrade to 100 gigabytes. That's $2 a month, right? So that would be $24 a year for 100 gigs, and then for a terabyte, that's $10 a month, so $120.
So right there, 120 bucks.
And how much is this? Like 70?
70 bucks.
$69 a year.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, here's the
A
other thing.
year.
So after the year, you lose access to your cloud storage.
I believe the answer is I am no longer subscribed. Don't I still have access to my data? Only to read, right?
You just can't upload
Yeah,
it.
you can read it.
You can't upload. So that right there seems an advantage.
It'll just wipe you out.
Oh, man. It's like there's You want to track photos, kid? Oh my God, the Microsoft guys right there. Did you do this on purpose to me? Yeah, you did? You're doing this to me on purpose?
Yes.
Okay, where's my Android guy? Where is he? Where's my friend?
I don't think he's here today.
He's working on the 20 different versions of the software, 20 different stores right now.
All right, so we've got something here totally different, shifting gears.
Okay. Oh,
When you
LoJack.
buy a Mac and app, you get this for free. It's a little card you're going to register. It's going to give you actually
Wow.
LoJack for your Mac. So
Wait.
your computer's stolen.
Wait a minute. We also use Find My iPhone and Find Our Devices.
Right.
if
So
your
let's say
device is
Find My
turned
iPhone
off,
locates
or
your stolen Mac in a different city or wherever.
Right.
What will be your process to find it? You can call the police, and the police will utilize your Find My iPhone app.
And
They'll
laugh at
drive
you.
around that radius, that area, but they're not knocking on doors for you. LoJack for Mac actually has like former police that are a part of their little squad that will go out there and hunt down the computer. And if they're not finding it within 60 days,
Yeah.
they're going to help you buy a new one to replace it.
Wow,
So-
that's like Black Ops. That's
Yeah,
like-
these
that's
guys
like
don't mess
social
around.
ops.
They go out there and they
Wow.
find your computer.
They
Pretty much
shop
anywhere.
her in.
It gets
And then they like, scatter
Shut
down.
her in, give me the bag.
Crashing through a window. Where is it?
So $25 normally. So after that 1 year is over, you just resubscribe it. So sounds like something that will be pretty essential for anyone that has a Mac. Any student that's worried about getting it stolen, and that happens a lot
I
on
like
campus.
it.
So
How much is it?
$25.
Well, the first year you say is free,
First year's free.
and then you're reading it.
Well, the first year's free when you're buying your Mac and apps.
Right.
You get this for free. If you don't buy a Mac and app, you just have a Mac, you can just buy this right now, $25, and it activates a year membership.
Gosh, I'm sorry, because the thing to remember is you don't have to keep that for the life of the product. Eventually, you're going to want to go move up to a new one. You know, I can see having that for a couple of years until my upgrade.
Sorry, is it something that's actually slipped into your Mac? I mean, how?
It's software. So you actually install it, it gets embedded into the system. You do have advanced tools, similar to iCloud. You'll be able to lock it, you'll be able to wipe it, you'll be able to kind of put it in that lost mode, so to speak.
Yeah.
So there's no way for somebody, if they know what they're doing, to get to your computer and wipe that out of the computer.
Right, so if they like reformat your Mac after
Right.
they've stole it,
Yeah.
it's still embedded in the system somehow.
Even if it's powered off?
I don't think so. Pretty
Okay.
sure it has to be turned on.
Okay.
Because if it's powered off, it's not going to be identifying IP locations and
Right,
stuff.
that's what I'm saying, so it's not like a device.
It's not a
that's
chip,
built
it's not
in,
a piece of
chip that's
hardware.
built in, okay.
It's purely software.
What about when you sell your Mac and you wipe your data? That LoJack is still within it. Is it a selling point?
There's probably I don't know, I'd have to double check, but I bet there's an uninstallation process
Yeah.
that would be something initialized by the user account with the user password and stuff.
So it's $25 a year?
Yeah.
Can I pay an extra $10 so that the guy who's looking for my Mac can dress as Batman and say, "Where is it? Where is it?" And then I have a video of that.
Yeah. So like an extra 5 per
That would be
shop.
awesome.
You took your that's what I want.
That'd be called Bat Jack.
I like that, Josh. That's a great LoJack Mac. That's awesome.
All right, we got one more topic here. All right, back to school. If the school's not requiring something and you're looking for it, what are we going to do? Are we going to do Apple tablets, or are we going Android? Elliot, do you have an
I
idea here?
use Windows 8 all the time, and I'm surrounded by Mac maniacs. So I'm outvoted, I know. So.
So, what do we think?
I have the Mini. I work with the Mini every single day. It's awesome for me in the field. However, I'm waiting for the iPhone 6 with a larger screen because I really think I can report from that bigger screen instead of the Mini screen. So I'm not an Apple product.
I agree with Nancy. I mean, the kids have been using masks since they were in high school. Everything we have in the house is all Macs between their phones and their, computers and everything. So for us, although our main computer in the house, like I told you, is a big PC, Windows, it would be hard for us to switch. So
Yeah.
I have to say, plus I have 2 iPads sitting in front of me.
Oh, rolling.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
I would say in general, if you have an Android phone, go with an Android tablet. They work together. If you have an iPhone, go with an Apple iPad. They work together. It seems to be a general rule of thumb, unless school requiring otherwise. So.
You know, the one thing, I use both Android and iOS and all the products and that stuff, but the one thing that separates the two, I think, are the apps. And that if you're a big app person, you're just going to get more apps with the Apple stuff. It's because the app developers, it's easier for them to write apps for iOS. I was talking about the Android, all the different versions that are out there. It's more difficult. That's why it takes longer to get your apps onto Android because you have to write all these different versions and all this other stuff. So that's the one thing that separates them out. But I enjoy both, really. I mean, I don't know.
And
For their own
just
reasons.
quickly, because my brain, I'm the oldest one here, and I'm going to forget quickly. You're younger than me. For the college students, a lot of the apps that they're using, which I just wrote a blog post about, we could talk about, are Apple apps. So a lot of the apps that they're using to find free food on campus and apps for study groups and those type of apps are all Apple apps. So I found that the college students are opting for the Apple just because of that reason. Those apps are more accessible to them as opposed to the
And they're just not as buggy because I think, Apple has such a stringent screening system. It's just, they're easier to use. It's just a cleaner system.
I haven't had a lot of bug problems. Do you have trouble with that?
What?
I think that, like, I've been using the new LG phone, LG G3. To me, that hardware-wise, I like it a lot better than my iPhone 5S. I mean, from a hardware perspective, I think some of the other phones are.
Is that it?
Well, some have the iPhone 6, but I don't know. It's.
Well, that's what I think. That's where iPhone right now is. Their financials kind of have a little bit
They are. Yeah, the hardware-wise.
That's
Yeah,
true.
hardware and screen size.
Screen size.
And people are getting more accustomed to carrying a large phone.
Oh, people want a larger phone, yeah.
Rather than old days, like, why would I carry like a large tablet? Man?
We went from, like, Zach Morris to Zoolander.
All right, we're just about out of time. A
Okay.
couple quick questions here from Mike Baker. He heard the Surface might be discontinued, and the answer is the Surface Pro 3 is brand new. We just started carrying it yesterday at Apple Electronics. You're going to see the Surface Pro 3 kind of exploding right now as one of the hot new items, so definitely not discontinued. That new series is just out. And your other question, Mike, yeah, come on down. We got a fresh baked cookie for you today. How are the cookies today, guys? Do you have one?
I'm sorry, Mike, but those cookies are going to be gone by the time you get here, man.
All right, Mike, you better hurry because Elliot's, I think, going to go back over there. So thanks, everyone, for joining us, and we are signing out. Thanks again.
Yay.
And thanks for coming, everybody, and we had a
Thank
good chat
you.
today. Woo-hoo.